Sarina Wiegman says Williamson was devastated to miss out last month.
Yeah, we all didn't expect that one, and she the least. So that was a hard one to take, for a big disappointment for her, for us too. But of course, then you have to take it and get back in playing games. I think she recovered really well, and it didn't take too long, so that was good. And now she's getting into a rhythm. Of course, she didn't play that many games yet, but she's getting there and she needs the minutes now.
What about Millie? Because you said in the last camp you hope to have her back now.
Yeah.
She's still not here. Are you concerned about how long her injury is taking?
Well, concerned, a little disappointed, of course. We all hoped that went a little bit quicker, but she's taking her time and wants to do the right thing to get back and don't get the setbacks again. And so she needs a little more time. She needs do a little more work in the gym to get everything stronger. And that takes a little more time. So hopefully, well, that's what Emma Hayes said too. Hopefully she'll be back after the international break.
Well, into the midfield and forwards, Grace Clinton retains her place after scoring on her international debut against Austria last month. Nikita Paris and Beth England miss out. We might have heard our reporter Anton Tolui asking the questions there, and he is still live at St George's Park for us this afternoon. Anton, good afternoon. We've heard Sarina Wiegman a lot of times talk about fixture congestion. I imagine the potential for a post-season tour for Arsenal isn't particularly popular, is it?
Yeah, it's not ideal, is it, if you're preparing for two huge games in the Euro qualifiers against France, who are ranked number 3 in the world. Just put this into context. Arsenal have announced a pre-season game in Melbourne a week after the WSL season finishes and 7 days before England take on France at St James's Park on May 31st. So obviously, look, Wiegman admits she doesn't know which England players are going out there, but there are 4 Arsenal players in this England squad. And obviously, that includes captain Leah Williamson, who's back, and Beth Mead and Lesia Russo are all very, very important to England going forward as well. So player welfare has been a huge issue, not just for England, but for every team competing to get to next year's European Championships, because there are games in June and July, despite the fact there isn't a major tournament this summer. You've got the Olympics in July and August as well. So a lot of people feel the players are playing too many games, they're putting in too many miles as it is. And yet, like I said, Arsenal are playing on the other side of the world for a game at the end of the season. It's not an ideal situation, Wiegman admits.
Well, I think we have, with the calendar, of course, we've talked about that a lot. The windows, the congested schedule, and there's a lot of challenges for the players and for us too. So we're now working towards the summer. We have very good conversation with the clubs. I was surprised about that trip, but overall, in general, I think at that period, so the competitions finish, unless you play the Champions League final, but otherwise the most competition, and Spain doesn't. But let's talk about England. The competition finishes at the end of May. Then there's 1 week in between, and then we go into the international break. I think for all the players, with already the complicated calendar, it's not good for them to go to the other side of the world. Very short term, not having the time to adapt and play a game and come back and go. For us, to 2 games in France, home and away. So, but I would say that's not only for the English players, that's for every European player that goes into the qualifiers. That's a thing that will be hard for them to take and to perform at the highest level.